Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another We Don't Know. So we gonna find out with you, the fans, who would normally send this in to lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes.
Hit me up with the sound of eating some super spicy noodles.
All right. Let me see here. Let me get this. Ooh. Woo-hoo-hoo! Ah. Ah.
That never works, like ever.
It doesn't.
In fact, I'm thinking it makes it worse.
It makes it worse.
Yeah,
and everybody knows what I just did there, too. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Makes it worse.
100% makes it worse. Bottom left, Noodle Poodle. The bottom right, Maestro. I'd actually just mentioned, I think, in one of the casts that it was either the one that you just posted today or the last one, where I was talking about my experience of eating that, Em and I eating that spicy noodle. I went deaf for like 30 minutes. I was deaf. That shit was wild. I was just like, man, who the fuck is making this food out here? What am I doing? This is a biological weapon. Shit's crazy. But yeah, this is a We Don't Know here on Rorschach, and we've had some interesting matches on this map, so it might be fun to see what we get out of this one, even though we don't know what's up. 6 lings, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Are already in production.
Yeah, he went for the little fast pool, Noodle Poodle, working his way over. It can work against Protoss. I mean, it's a pain in the ass to go up against a fast pooling Zerg as Protoss. You pretty much just gotta hold shit off, you get out that Zealot quickly. The lings are going to start picking at your gateways and whatnot. You just kind of got to be patient, and hopefully that Noodle Poodle, or I guess as Protoss, you want to hope that the Zerg just keeps building lings, and you're able to keep probing up. You need to get your gas. Like, you can't just get hyper fixated only on the lings. I like what he's doing, though, over here. He's using the probe to bait a couple of the lings. And what are these? Where are these guys going? I mean, you have wasted precious time. Time has been wasted. And that is something that you cannot do.
I mean, you can't just do a fast pool and then just sit on the lings that come out. It defeats the entire purpose of the whole deal. Now Bobby Boy's out.
Yep.
You're gonna put that pylon down. You're not getting in anymore. At this point, you're gonna be an extended nuisance.
Bobby, oh, nice. A second Bob came out to do his job, and he is able to hold. The gas is down as well. Still not getting anything out of it. More lings are out on the way. Hatchery going down here for Zerg. 3 Zealots are here, and he should be good to take this fight, but Noodle Poodle is not going to take the fight. He's going to try and do some poking, and he almost has to do this, because if Noodle just runs back home, Maestro will take his 3 Zealots and go to the other side of the map, and Noodle does not want that to happen. He wants to freely drone right now. He cannot afford to get turn more larvae into lings at this point, because he did no damage with his current lings. So he has to basically play possum here, and there it is. Look, now he's going to come in. It's going to force Maestro to back up, because if he doesn't, he's going to start losing gateways. If he doesn't, he's going to start losing gateways.
He's got 2 more units about to pop. He's got a couple of... oh, yeah, there you go. All right, well, here we go. That's going to be real bad, because this gateway is going to fall, and now he can go right through all the way up that ramp into the main, and now he's got a real problem on his hands. One that is he even prepared for this? Is he even microing his macro here? Okay, there we go. We got the probes on the go. But still, this did not need to happen. He's down to gateway now. Now, at least, to some degree, at least he did commit with the Zealots, I suppose. He was confident enough that he'd be able to do the work back home with what he had. And as long as he can continue microing on both sides here, if he can get something out of this, he's going to lose another Bob here without taking out another drone. I mean, it's not a complete loss, but it was also, I feel like Noodle Poodle kind of got the better of the... Oh, no.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
That hurt him.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yep,
all right. Well, yeah, now I can say confidently that Noodle Poodle got the better of those 2 engagements.
Yeah, he did. Maestro really just needed to leave the 3 Zealots back at base. I know it's really tempting to want to just go over there. I would have preferred him to keep the Zealots and waited for those Adepts to pop, and then shade the Adepts out and then go over there and try and harass drones with that, opposed to taking the front line, because now he lost the gateway, and more importantly, he lost a couple of probes, and he also lost a lot of mining time. When the reality of it is, he was ahead after Noodle Poodle kind of shit the bed with his opening lings, and he basically took the lead he had and gave it back to the point where we're basically sort of even at this stage in the game. And with this Overlord seeing exactly what's going down here with this Stargate, not putting the Stargate in behind because he has no pylon here, I'd actually put Noodle Poodle slightly ahead in this game simply from the fact that he sees what's going on. He knows the tech. He knows that his opponent can't really do too much right now. He is moving up, though, with these 3 Adepts. There's still not a defensive spine crawler out here, so Maestro might actually do a little bit of damage.
And that would be pretty ideal after, unfortunately, losing the last trade. Oh, geez. Okay, no, they're coming back. All right, that's fine. He's not... Maestro seems to be the king of not being able to quite commit in the correct capacity right now. We got the Adepts now going to be jumping in with 2 Bobs. The Queen is going to be forced... Oh, no, he might actually lose the Queen there. He was going to be able to get that Queen to safety, but now that Queen might go down, backing up 2 Queens now, as the Adepts are going to try to get in a little backdoor action. Maybe they will take it. No, they will not, and wisely so, he's going to get out. And again, as I was just saying, just not able to commit the proper ways and getting... essentially nothing on that attack when they probably should have gotten something. I can smell the smoke coming out of Mr. Black's ears right now as he's watching Maestro make these choices. What do you have? You have something to say, Mr. Black?
Well, I mean, I just thought the micro there was pretty weak. I think he could have killed a lot more lings. The Zealots were out of position. They were too fixated on just running around in circles chasing a queen when the reality they should have been with the Adepts. He did a good job putting those 3 Adepts in between these mineral patches, but then when the lings kind of went down, he moved down a little bit, but then kind of circled back around and just didn't get off those hits. Then he shaded out of there and then recalled. And then when he recalled, he's got a full wall off here, so now he's going to have to kill a pylon just to get these units back out, when really he should have just shaded his way back out of here after that bit of a fail and kind of kept them over here in between the 3rd and the natural. But I mean, I am nitpicking, but this is diamond. I mean, this is not gold. This isn't even platinum. I mean, we're up here in diamond now. These are competent players, and I just feel like he could have done a little bit better there, but I am nitpicking for the sake of filling in dead air time while nothing else is going on. 2 oracles working their way out. This can do damage. Even with 2 queens here, one of the queens
not with
already...
6 Muta about to pop.
No, the Mutas are going to be a problem. The Mutas are going to be a big problem. You know why? Because, well, he scouted this Stargate a while ago. So what did he do? He went Lair, Spire, getting +1 upgrades on those Muta, and these 2 Oracles are going to be rendered useless. The best he can do right now is kill a queen. Okay, I mean, if he holds position here, he could pick off some drones, but they are going to die. I'd piss off on a Revelation. Just stay and commit. You have to just commit there and get like 2 or 3 more drone kills because these Mutas are going to pick your shit off regardless.
Yeah, this might be an instance where he's just not aware of the fact that the Muta are just going to be able to catch them. There's not really anything that he can do about it. So you might as well just stay back, like you said. Throw a Revelation, get a couple of kills, see what you can do. You're going to lose them anyway. Now that they're gone, he's got the Ling count starting to climb. He's got the Muta count.
Yep.
Started climbing. Got 2 more on the way. Like you said, the upgrades also bumping. Maestro is back at home, attempting to get ready with more batteries and some Stevens. Going to be trying to do some of that work. I don't doubt he might even think about a cannon or 2. Maybe he won't. He'll just hope that he can pull this off with batteries and Steves. This is a number of Muta, but it's not enough to just move in against a battery. And so he's got to be careful here. He can't really go in and do all sorts of dirty work. That's way too much. He's going to have to leave now. That's more than enough Stalkers to hold this, and the batteries will make sure of that as well. But at least he can check, he can go and pop in here. He can see. He sees there's no 3rd. Okay, let's go home.
Yeah,
we've seen what we need to see.
Yeah, I'm not actually going home if I'm Zerg. If I'm Zerg, I'm sticking around and I'm just poking and I'm making sure that Protoss is just sitting here. In the meantime, I'm macroing hard. I'm getting my drones. I'm putting down my 4th. I'm just going to keep going back and forth here because the moment you go all the way back home, that's going to give Protoss the opportunity to start moving out and maybe even get a 3rd himself. It's just all up. Look at this. He's going back in now. That's a free High Templar pick. He's going into the mineral line. This is going to force Protoss to get back inside the main, and it's going to be too late. A lot of the probes are going to be dead, and there's still no blink for our Protoss player, and he is in a whole lot of shit. He actually, at this point, he's basically got to go base race. He's got to keep an Archon back at home with a couple of Stalkers to hold this off, but simply just go and base race is all you can do. And he's not even worried about defending against these mutas. He's just going to let all this shit die and pray this is enough. This is a very scary army, though.
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, and credit to Noodle Poodle while he was over there. He was already transitioning. I saw the Infestation Pit. I saw the Hydralisk Den. He's now building some Hydralisk. So he was, presumably getting ready for whatever tech switch Maestro wouldn't have been able to pull off. But those Muta did a surprising amount of damage, being able to stick around there. And now, like you said, the base race of sorts is on. It's all Maestro's really got to his name right now, and they're going to be able to do a lot more damage than a handful of Muta. This first expansion is already going to be made short work of, and that's one down with another one going to be shortly to follow. I think Maestro's in a really great spot right now. He's actually caught Noodle Poodle in the dead middle of a tech switch. Perfect timing, and just enough units now that even if those Muta had returned home, it's not going to be enough. There's just too many Stalkers and too many, well, it's 2 Archons, but 2 Archons at this point is too many.
It's way too many. Even just 1 is too many at this point. I love what Maestro did. He went to the other side. He knew. Like, that's the other thing you got to be careful is Zerg. When you do that, you are inviting the Protoss. He or she has zero choice but to go and counter, because if he sticks around, you're just going to start macroing, you're going to get more units. This is exactly what he needed to do, and it's working out flawlessly, and we're just at that stage now where it's going to be who can kill, who structures the fastest, and my money is on our Protoss simply because he has infinitely more DPS. The problem is there's no probes on the exterior, actually just no probes, period, out on the map, and if these 2 Nexi go down, at that point, he's almost, well, I think he could just recall a stack of units back at home. Okay, he's going to recall just 2 Archon. That's a ballsy move, because there's a lot of Muta here, and those Mutas can kill the 2 Archons, so he really needs to be careful. I would have brought a couple of Stalkers over here as well. He's got 1 shield battery and 2 Archons against a lot of Mutas, 17 of them.
When I said 2 Archons are too many, it was because they were also with a team of Steves.
Yes.
2 Archons on their own, scared, naked, in the wild, not really going to be able to take on that many Muta and come out alive, and so that was a very bold move, even with a battery. It's 1 battery. I mean, let's be honest, there's not that many batteries. I mean, this is just enough Muta that if microed properly, is still in a winnable situation. Now, we haven't seen from Noodle Poodle if he's got the sauce, Mr. Black, or not. But it's possible, and we've seen, historically, people pull a game out in a very similar circumstance.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to pick off 2 Zealots here, which is a nice little pick. He's got the hatchery up at the top, and it's gold on top of that. At this point, Maestro just needs to get out there and find where there it is. He is looking around now. He needs to find that other base. But look, the creep sees the Zealots coming, and he spots it, and he's going after it. This is actually going to be a down-to-the-wire type game. And if I was Protoss, oh my God, Protoss right now, he's so severely supply blocked.
He won't.
He can't actually build a probe.
No.
He actually he needs these Zealots to die, really. And even then,
they're going to die.
Yeah, even then he can't. He has to sack these Adepts as well. Once that happens, he can build a probe. He's got 1,500 minerals. He'll put himself back into a position to actually do something. But right now, his hands are tied. He can't do a lot. If he goes up there with all of this, the Mutas are going to start taking out this base. He's got another hatch up here. Dude, this is a close game.
It is. And I do think it's still... I feel like Maestro, if he committed now and didn't let the Muta kill more, bases, not bases, but more structures at this point, I think he could, if he knew where the other 2 were, he could probably just win right now if he goes.
And I think that's the play.
He is,
He needs to, because also, Adam, he has a Nexus. So
it finished.
And he can, that's very good for Protoss. It doesn't matter, even if the Muta's come down. He can recall again. He has enough for a recall, so he can recall this army. Hopefully, it's not just 2 fucking Archon, and it's the whole shebang. So here it is. He needs to recall now. If he can recall now, he got one of the bases. He cannot let this Nexus die, because that kind of puts him in a crappy spot, and he doesn't have Blink. There's the recall. Very well done. It's going to be close. Yeah! Just in time. He was flirting with it.
Bro, that was a frame. Bro,
he's going to lose 4 Stalkers now.
But he's going to lose Stalkers because he didn't get everything back with that. He left 4 back up in the north position, and they're going to get cut off. And this is the best case scenario because these Stalkers were the only thing between Noodle Poodle and being able to actually secure the dub in an almost unwinnable situation right now. Now they're out on the field. Now there's only, what, 8 maybe Steves remaining with a couple of Archons. Now that as a group can still win in that fight, like without question. However, it's a dead heat when it comes to who's going to be able to win this game. He's already down. He's not really committing. He's kind of like fucking around a little bit. He needs to just attack one thing at a time. Meanwhile, Maestro up here, and there's only a few structures left until you notice in the bottom left, Mr. Black Noodle Poodle going to go for the extender.
I like it.
If you're a basketball fan, Scott Foster, the extender, he's coming in to take this bitch to Game 7. Noodle Poodle is down here with the Muta, trying to get the work done. As best of their knowledge, this is all that he's got, is a couple of friggin' structures in the bottom right and maybe 1 or 2 at the natural expansion. And Maestro has a very short period of time to discover where Noodle Poodle has planted anything.
He waited too long to recall, and not having that Nexus is, well, it's horrible because he needed it in order to build a probe. He's sitting on 1,500 minerals. How do you let the Nexus die? You saw the Mutas, they're attacking it for a hot minute. You got greedy, and now you're in some shit. Although, look at this. He's at the bottom left now. If he goes up here, it's only going to be this hatch. Oh, no. Another hatch goes into the main, and it looks like Protoss is fucked. 1 pylon left. The game has been thrown. Noodle Poodle coming back from the fiery pits of hell to take him out with 1 final swoop. Well deserved. Well deserved. I mean,
huge W.
Protoss shit the bed hard there. And I gotta hand it to Noodle. He capitalized on every single mistake that Protoss made and then got drones out and built structures all over the map. This is exactly how you base race. And Toss should have won that game, but he kind of just threw it. And, well, I got to give credit when it's due. That was a very, very well played ending of the game there for Zerg. I don't have anything else to add. I really don't.
No.
Solid
W. Well played. Nail biter down to the last. Well done, Noodle Poodle.
Well done.